The answer is simply no. And regardless of how good Paul George is, it just doesn't make any sense, because on top of that, now you're in even a harder conference with better teams. It's going to be even harder for you to elevate your play. Especially you even have younger players. Yeah, you still have guys that are actually good, like Julius Randle, who can still put up buckets on the board and whatnot. But I don't see Paul George leading us to that level. Even in, okay, let's say, I know a lot of people say, you know, in the short term, it's better. That's true. But in the long term, it doesn't make any sense, because you're going to add Paul George, and that's going to stunt the growth of Brandon Ingram and your team, because Paul George is going to probably take the most shots. He's going to act like the best player on the team. He's not really going to make anyone better. But for him, because he gets to play in Los Angeles, his home, you know, so that's what I don't want the Lakers to do. Yeah, you're going to get a star player, but he's not going to bring us anywhere, is my point. You know, and if Paul George is smart enough, he would know that. And I'm on Paul George, I'm not going to the Lakers, you know. Or even this, because I know a lot of people say we might get 2 free agents. Say we get Paul George and DeMarcus Cousins, you know. We get those 2 players. Are Paul George and DeMarcus Cousins enough to beat the Warriors? Are they enough to beat the Rockets? Are they even enough to beat the Spurs or the Wolves? That's the issue I'm trying to have with you guys, you know. Like, yes, those 2 guys are really good players. You know, they're really good players. But 1, Paul George is not even an all-star this year. 2, DeMarcus Cousins is only an all-star because of his stats. Not because of his winning record, because of his stats. So how do you combine those 2 players and expect them to be actual good teams in the playoffs? It's just not going to happen. And no matter how good these 2 players are, yeah, I understand if we got LeBron James and Kevin Durant, that'd be a whole different story. But these 2 guys, I don't see them really elevating us to such a high level that some of the Laker fans want. Yeah, we're going to get the playoff success. Yeah, we might get the 6th seed at best. But what's that going to do? We're going to get bounced in the second round or the first round. You know, it doesn't make any sense. And that's going to keep on happening. And then by the time we're like, oh, shoot, why do we even trade for these guys? Probably our young talent's going to be gone by then. And then we're going to have to be in the same place again. We're going to probably try to get another free agent. It's the same cycle that I keep on seeing. And it doesn't make any sense. That's why I had to make a video today just to talk about this. Just to highlight it, because it's really annoying me why I see people want Paul George so bad when it doesn't make any sense. We're going to get Paul George and do what? We're not going to beat the Warriors, guys. We have to let our young players go. As much as you've heard it a lot, it is the only way. For example, if you look at the Minnesota Timberwolves, they probably did it in the best way because they still got a player who's young, as in Jimmy Butler, but he doesn't really change up the team in any different way in terms of negative. You know, he's still a player that elevates your team in a really good way. But when you add a guy like Jimmy Butler, who's not a prime scorer, he's more of a defender, more of a two-way player, and you have a guy like Andrew Wiggins who's basically a simmer-down version of that, you can have a guy like Jimmy Butler who's not coaching, but helping him work on his stuff, his play style, and all type of shit like that, making him even a better two-way player. So you have 2 great two-way players on the team. You know, you have Karl-Anthony Towns, and that's another thing, too. The Lakers, I'm not saying the Lakers don't go sign a free agent. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying don't get anyone. The Lakers actually need a center. They need a center and a backup point guard. If I'm the Lakers, that's the 2 things I need. I need a young center that can actually rebound and defend. Defend is the most important thing. We need defenders and shooters on the Lakers because we allow a lot of points and it's ridiculous. We need defenders and a backup point guard. So when Lonzo sits down, we have another guy who can run the offense. Because I hate seeing Brandon Ingram in the fourth on the point because he's not a point guard in the fourth. In the fourth at least. He's not more comfortable with it because he turns the ball over a lot. And I feel like if you have him just being his small forward, his real position, on top of that, Brandon Ingram need to take more shots. He really need to take more shots, you know, because he's been shooting like 8 shots a game. Like, Brandon Ingram, you nice, bro. You got to be more aggressive. But I'm going to end the video right there. I just want to highlight those main 2 points. You know, guys, we can't get these free agents. It's not going to make any sense. You got to think of it like that. You got to think of it logically. Short term, yes, but in short term, we're still going to get slapped. But long term, we have a better chance because then the decline of the Warriors will stop and we will get better. And we probably have another draft pick or 2. So, who knows? But there you guys have. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe. I know this video is going to get a lot of controversy, so drop a comment down below, and I'm going to try to debate with you and why. And you can debate me some reasons why you think you're right or your point is correct and my point's wrong. So, there you guys have. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'm out. Oh, before I go, I have a banger. I might drop it today. I don't want to because a lot of people are saying drop it tomorrow, but I have a banger coming either today or tomorrow, so stay tuned. Stay tuned, bro. Stay tuned. I'm okay. I'm out for real now. I'm out. Bye. Have a good day. Yeah. Bye.